Well, Jesse, Wembley week, what's the mood in the camp like leading up to a big game like this?
Yeah, it's very good vibes. All the boys are pumped and excited. Had a few good wins lately, so yeah, it's a good buzz around the joint.
What's it like for a player? Are there some who are hitting training extra hard? Are there some that are trying, I guess, not to pick up a knock going into the game? Some that want to stake their claim into the 17? There must be lots of different players with lots of different aspirations this week.
Yeah, I think everyone's a bit different. I think you just got to do what you usually do, get your body right and kind of get it primed for Saturday. You don't want to play the game too early, so yeah.
Is it difficult to get your head around what the atmosphere is going to be like? I mean, Wembley Stadium, 90,000 seats. I mean, it's going to have a bit of a sort of magic weekend vibe about it with, you know, the Challenge Cup being there earlier in the day. How much are you, I guess, going to let the occasion kind of seep through you, and how much are you going to be, I guess, focused on the task at hand?
It's just a task at hand. It's just a game at the end of the day, but we'll be excited for it and we're just pumped to go down there and get the win, really.
Talk me through the day and how you think it's going to go in terms of your kind of pre-match preparation. Obviously, a slightly later kick-off time. How's that going to factor into how you go about preparing for the game?
It won't be much different. Just a couple of hours different, and I think all the boys kind of got their own like pre-game stuff, so everyone will just do their own thing, and we'll just meet at like 3 o'clock and go down there.
Talk me through how you prepare for a game. What's your pre-match routine like?
Ice bath, walk, stretch, and then sometimes like compression boots and that little routine I got the last couple of years. So yeah.
Yeah. How do you think that helps you get in the zone for things mentally as well as sort of physically as well?
Yeah, I think it's been really good for me. So I haven't had any injuries since I've done it too, and just to get the body kind of ready to go before you go full tilt. So that's been a good little routine I've got.
Talk me through the locker room as well. What's it like before a game? We've seen it after a win, and you know the excitement and the celebrations in the locker room and the routine that you've got there. But beforehand, what's it like? Is there music? Are there players doing their own thing? What's it like?
Yeah, there's a bit of music, and then we kind of let the music go, and a few of the senior boys will talk, like Geordie Thompson, Liam Harris, Paul McShane, and then everyone's just kind of talking about their role, and yeah, it's good.
Are you a talker behind the scenes, or do you let others kind of talk and lead, or how are you?
Yeah, I talk a bit too, but I like to lead in my actions more than talking, but I have a bit of feedback here and there.
How difficult is it to, I guess, explain to some of the import players a bit about Wembley? I mean, for yourself, you've not been down there, you've not seen the stadium, that sort of thing. Is it difficult to kind of get your head around? There must be some of the British players that are sort of talking about Wembley and sort of in awe, really, but how's all that sort of been, really?
No, it's been good. I think even though we're imports, we know how big it is, and like Wembley and all the big events like Muhammad Ali fighting there, some boxing, big Challenge Cup games and whatnot. So even though we're imports, we know it's a big game, so it's good.
Can you compare it to anything, I guess, from back home? I mean, is this the equivalent of, you know, an Australian cricketer walking out at the MCG or something? What can you compare it to anything like that?
No, I don't think I can, Like trying to think of it, maybe like a big game at Suncorp Stadium, or maybe like a State of Origin kind of vibe. But yeah, it's hard to really compare it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess for some players, you look at the stage that they are in their career. You know, the likes of Akuma Tai, who's, you know, it'd be some moment at his stage of his career to be walking out at Wembley. The likes of Paul McShane have, I guess, been there and done it as well.
Yeah, no, it's good. Everyone's kind of got their own little story to get in there. Akuma was saying he's been in, I think, like 8 semi-finals in the first time he's at Wembley, so everyone's got a cool little story there, which is good.
And you come into the game in relatively good form, 5 consecutive wins in all competitions. How important do you think that is coming into a big game like this?
Yeah, I think it's important, and we've had kind of the same squad too. I think that's good for the boys, but the main thing is we've got to rock up and play well on Saturday.
Yeah, a fairly dominant display against the Sheffield Eagles at 9 tries in total. Was that almost the perfect game to sort of prepare for a big game like this, a bit of a blowout and a chance for a few players to get a bit of confidence thrown?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was just what it was, so we just had to kind of get through that game and get a win and then on to the next.
I guess Mark was talking about how important it is to, I guess, stay assigned to the task, not think you've won the game too early as well. Is that something that I guess is an important lesson from last week as well? Yeah,
for sure. And even last time we versus Featherstone, we were up 16-0 and kind of probably thought the game was done, but I think there's a few good lessons there and it's good.
Does that feel like, I guess, you're out for a bit of revenge this week sort of thing when you look back at that previous game in the Championship?
I wouldn't say it's revenge. I think it's just like we got a lot of respect for Featherstone. They got some good players and good coaches and they're a good club, so we just want to play good footy and win ourselves, so yeah.
And what about Paul Cook as well? I guess the factor in all of this is the fact that he was the assistant coach here. How much do you think he's a bit of a factor, not only sort of tactically as a coach, but also in sort of knowing this group behind the scenes as well?
Paul Cook's a very smart coach, and yeah, I got along well with Paul Cook. He really helped my game last year too, so he'll be onto it. We know he's a smart coach, but we'll be out in the field, so we'll just have to do what we got to do.
How do you feel he sort of helps you along? You talked about your development there, and I guess the sort of things that he keyed in on. What was he helpful with in terms of that?
Probably just his footy IQ, very smart man. Well, he played halfback for England and whatnot, so yeah, he's just a very smart man, and yeah, he's good.
And in terms of the discipline as well, I guess penalties, that sort of discipline, and also, you know, the sort of sin bin element as well has been sort of creeping in the last, maybe 2 out of the last 3 games. How important do you think discipline is going into this game?
Yeah, discipline's going to have to be massive. We can't afford to give away cheap penalties and sin bins and whatnot, but we'll just have to be at our best.
How exciting is it? Do you allow yourself the chance to I guess, look back and look at the big picture and kind of think, this is going to be quite a cool game to be involved in?
Yeah, it will be, but it's only going to be exciting if we win. I don't think any of the boys are happy just to go down there and just be a part of it. We want to go down and win, so yeah.
Yeah. Just finally, what do you think is going to be maybe the key to the victory? We talked a bit about the discipline already, but what other areas do you think are going to be key to coming away with a victory?
I think it's going to have to be a team performance. Everyone's going to have to really go above and beyond, and I think that'll be the key to it.
First of all, obviously the big match on Saturday.
Yeah.
For you personally, what would it mean if you were able to lift silverware at Wembley?
Oh, it'd be massive, I think. Massive for the group and the team, and we've come a long way, and a few of the boys have been together for a while, so it'd be a massive feeling within the group.
Where would that probably rank in terms of your career so far, and especially with York as well?
It'd be up there, probably one of the top ones, I think, so yeah, it'd be massive.
Will you have your friends and family either at the game or watching from afar?
Yeah, everyone from back home will watch, they'll tune in, and then a couple of my Aussie mates, I think they're going to come down there, Adam Clune and whatnot, so that'll be good.
Well, that's built very early, won't they, to watch that?
yeah, they will.
In terms of, with your family as well there, do you have that in the back of your mind where, you're not only just representing yourself and the Knights and stuff, but you've also got that family backing, that, that I suppose they've got confidence in you that you're going to be able to, create history with the Knights? Yeah,
of course, I'm always representing my family name, and I want to do them proud, so that'll be awesome to win the trophy and help them.
What do you make of this Featherstone team and the sort of threats that they can pose you?
They're a very good team, I think. They've got some good players like Aikens, and their halves are good, and I think they're a very good team, well coached. It's going to be a tough ask, but I think if we're on, we should be right.
And the Knights will have a massive backing as well from their fans. What is your relationship like with them, and how much do they help the players?
Oh, the fans are awesome. They're so loud, and they've been really good to us, and it's great they're coming all the way down, and I think I heard they've sold 10 buses, so that's awesome.
Your performances have recently got you named in the Rugby World Team of the Month alongside Lee Harris and Ben Jones-Bishop. Personal accolades like that, how much do they sort of mean to you?
It's not too much, to be honest. It's good to be recognised, but it's more about the team and about winning than that kind of stuff to me. What
do you make of the recent performance, not just of the team but of yourself as well?
It's good to get some games together, really. Just been enjoying my footy and feeling good, and it's a good group here. I like being coached by Mash, and it's a good time.
And last one from me, what is the message from Mash being this week to the playing group?
It's just another game, and just be composed, and yeah, we just got to worry about ourselves.